I want to see my Momir win ratio. That would be best use for the stats, and they don't have that. What? That would be literally the best use for the stats. Okay, guys, I'll do it, and I'll regret it. I'll play the worst format of all time. We're playing some Duskmourn. It's a pretty random format. There's too many Bombi uncommons. But that's why it's so beloved among the community, because people just like random formats. This is not a secret, even though you guys won't admit it. Obviously, there's different takes, like, and everybody likes different stuff, so it's nothing wrong with that. Also, my taste for limited is a little bit specific. I know I'm not in the majority, but that's fine. I really love drafting red-black, but this is one of the best uncommons. Unable to scream. The room was actually pretty good in the right deck. Unlock this door, search your library for a room card, and then you get a bunch of stuff. Wins the game, I think, on 3, 8 or more unlocked doors. I'm between these two, but I should pick that, but I'm really biased. It is a busted card, the Sprinter, but getting into an archetype, well, this means staying open, more open. It is something splashable. What are you? Look at it. Oh, it collected company, 6 cards, get 2 with 3 or less mana cost. I like this card a lot. But then I regret not being in black. Collected company is not a good limited card. This is also okay. Like, I'm between say its name and turn inside out. That's also okay. You can do stuff with Norin. Twins are really good. Glimmer Burst. Draw to create a 1/1. This is actually pretty good removal in this format. Norin or Glimmer Burst. I mean, in blue, I'd rather have Glimmer Burst, but if we go into some red territory, Norin is pretty sick. Let's do boring stuff. Let's be boring. Wow, this is played in modern. I'm not sure we're gonna get there, because based on this, black is open. I should just be drafting. Like, these 2 cards are okay. Especially the Vengeance in certain decks. Otherwise, the pack is pretty weak. This can be good in some decks. The Flyer. Watchdogs were great in this set. This card is okay-ish. But it doesn't really work in, like, usually in red-black or blue-black. So we would have to completely abandon everything. Wow, okay, that's a good sign. And we pick 2. Well, twins being there is absurd, but okay. This is one of the best white commons. Piggy is great. Piggy is better than Vessel, even though Vessel is okay-ish, especially in this archetype. But it's hard to pass a Piggy bank this late. That's late. I mean, this card is just, most of the times, just premium. I didn't mind it. Yeah, Modern Horizon was fine. It's a little bit of a shallow format in a sense that everything is predetermined. You kind of don't go away from the stock archetypes, but I think it's relatively good of a format. We need a removal. I'll take a room. We're just like a blue-red tempo deck. Oh, Pyroclasm is a good card, but maybe it's a little bit awkward in this deck. Glimmer Lights can make it good. I'll still take it, otherwise I'm just taking a random land. Collected Company? Well, it doesn't do anything in limited. Yeah, we're less of a room-based, but more of a tempo-based blue-red. Unorin Wheels. That's awesome. Yeah, another Pyroclasm deck. There's less combos in these colors though for Norin. In red-white you have a lot. I think I'll just cut the color. We're not switching now, we're not pivoting. We need some interaction though. Are you interacting? Whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell, target only a single creature copy that spell. Okay, this card is busted. But there's also Painter Studio. Both cards are busted. Then what do we take? I think our deck wants that more. But man, is these are both one of the best uncommons. Painter Studio. Well, Fear of Isolation works better with Painter Studio though. Our flyers and all. Interesting decision there. They get removal. These two cards were great in its color pairs. I mean, Arabella was just such a bomb. Demanded removal immediately. And this was decent. Oh, that's the black lane line. So just take the Surveyor is always solid. I actually like Handed Feats, but it's not the best deck for it. Actually don't have ways to get Delirium that easily. Now I regret maybe not having Painter Studio. What are you? Mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share a card type were milled, draw a card to repeat this process. That's bad. The Nowhere to Run is really, really good. Which one is better? The rare is actually pretty good with Norin. But I think we want another one of these. You don't do anything. Don't have ways to sack. So this Soul Ranger is really good with a room like that. I knew I got another one, I would take the other card, but these usually don't go that late. It's one of the best red commons. Nice. Ooh, both also. No, but this is too good. Betrayer's Bargain is just good for 4, insane for 2. Exiles does everything. And look at the black here, but I guess black was pretty underdrafted. In general, this is a good one. I land to this stage. White into blue. Whatever. I mean, it doesn't even fix if we want to for the third color. I want more stuff for Norin, so maybe another Surveyor wouldn't be bad. We still have a pack to go. Slayers would be great. We haven't seen a single one. Well, a bomb. This card is great, but we don't have a single well, we have one manifest. Glimmer Light. I actually like Inferno as well as a one-off in most red decks, but taking Fear of Missing Out, this card was stupid. We're not a deck for that at all. We won't get anything to splash, right? So just take this land. Well, I think there's upside to, like, we have Delirium. I think I'll take the expense actually to get a land in the yard now that we have Fear of Missing Out. And also this has more chances to wheel. Torch. I mean, Torch is the best common in this set. Nice, 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 nice. That's also insane. Return up to 1. So it's a Man of War, but Manifest, which is an upgraded Man of War. And it returns non-land permanents. That's a really good one. Yeah, this is going extremely late. Man, I wish we had more Glimmer Lights. Maybe we wheel the other one. Probably not, though. I'm not splashing anything. Does this do enough? Probably not. So we have the other one. Take that. Wow, Arabella? Arabella being there, pick 7 is crazy. Do have this land, but that doesn't really help us splash. Both are great. I'll just take the percussionist. We have a 3-turn inside out. Don't have enough for that. 2. Maybe I should. Oh, no, wait. We have these. Maybe I should play it. It's a little bit awkward in this deck, I think. That wheels. Wow. Twins, pick 12. Haven't seen a single Slayer. Yeah, I'm not sure about Analyst in this deck. It's probably okay-ish. Okay, what, 2 rooms? I actually like playing maybe that for the Delirium purposes. Maybe not. 16 lands. This is the deck. We could play something like one of these two. It also feels like we're just fine. Many creatures, 11. That's enough. Like this is a creature as well. This is a creature. These are creatures, sorta. Yeah, his tempo was good. I don't know why people were too high on rooms while it was just a tempo deck. I agree with that. Yeah, I think you're right. Doesn't flash, it comes tapped. You can bounce that one for an additional token. The Sphere of Isolation doesn't do that much in this deck. Well, it does more in their deck. But I don't think this format had much gameplay to it. It was pretty random. You just kind of spam to the board and hope you get there. There were too many cards like 2 mana, 2 trees, and that have extra abilities. That's a good draw. Get rid of that. Because they might get too far ahead. We know they have 1 room already. But yeah, it's not looking great. Like, there's just too many 2-drops that are completely busted in this set, and that makes it like complete nonsense to play. It works on tokens, right? Do I need flyers more? Because the ground will be logged down. We could just, like, I don't think the value matters anymore, so I think we just pick that up and play it. No, Brumbaro was actually one of the best formats for me. So I have the opposite reaction to this. But I think people just like random formats in general. That's why this was so beloved. Same goes with Final Fantasy. I always like the formats that the majority hates. Lumbaro was actually pretty deep. I mean, it was just authors were just so much fun. Authors and Blue Black were so skill intense. Yeah, I quite like Spider-Man. I don't like what they did with the marketing for it, and I don't like Spider-Man in Magic, actual characters in Magic, because they just don't fit the team, but the set is good, I think, for limited. The best players have way higher win ratio than in any other set, so it suggests that it's more skill intense. Well, we could bounce it, or they could bounce it. Instant sorcery, and so we do have delirium either way. Play around the counter. I don't know exactly what was about this set that people like so much, honestly. It's not even flashy or anything. It doesn't have commander-like cards. It has too many uncommon bombs, which is kinda true for Final Fantasy as well. So it just feels like you're not playing Magic often. Yeah, that's so bad for us. Okay, this can now attack. It's not worth pushing 2 damage through. And bounce the token, hope there's nothing underneath. Could attack with Glimmer Light as well. I understand why Final Fantasy is popular. I don't understand why this set is that popular. Honestly. We need to now choose. So this one we exile. This one we don't exile. And this one we exile. And then we just replay those for value. Because now we can put the equipment on the flyer. And that's a plan. I mean, but the quality of their deck is just made it impossible. Like, fear 2 of these. Then the analyst is great in their deck and that, so... It's the exact thing what I was describing. There's just individual cards are just too good. And then this card is also insane. Now they draw here. I'll double block the here. Sure. This deck wanted more Glimmer Lights. We seen 2, but I picked a rarer one. So probably want to bounce one of these, and it's somewhat random. So maybe I want it here and just recast that. No, but I cannot do both. But then I would need to trade if they block, which is also sort of bad. I mean, I don't need to play that necessarily. I could still play it though. But I think we go here. I'm not sure what to bounce. I mean, these are okay to bounce, but there could be something underneath. Probably have to chump. Oh, come on, bro. Well, it doesn't, like, luckily they got it at this stage, but still. With Norin, we could get that back, though. I'm not sure how good Fear of Missing Out will be here. Might be okay. We get a removal. Or bounce, we win. So there are outs. Well, I mean, they might have something. They have one card, though. So we attack with Fear plus, and then we exalt the Fear. And if they have nothing, we win. Clap, clap. Top Kek and win. Norin completely carried as well. I mean, carried. He did a lot. Norin did a lot. I'll keep and pray to get a land. It's unlikely that this attacks. So maybe we want that, even though it does nothing right now. And I'll play this. Could be that I like the trade. I don't like the trade. Or maybe I like the trade. I like the trade. It's not like we have many rooms either way. This card can be bad, can be really good. So if we want to use that, this is better. If we don't, I think Fear is better. There's too many dangerous outcomes. If we attack... Oh my god. Oh no, this is fine, this is fine. It doesn't give flying, so I think we're fine. They can order all the damage to one creature, but at least we deal with it. But then this would survive. They would just deal with that. Yeah, they definitely only order it there. Oh no, wait. Huh. Okay. I'll take that. So wait. Choose a card manifest, so we gotta choose that one. And this goes to hand. Busted cards are busted. Could just add to the board a bunch. Play tempo. Like we can draw and then hope we get an island and do that. If we don't get an island, we're still fine. Could do this. There's a lot of options. Well, that doesn't do anything. Target creature. I would be so sick to just go 5 if we got a land. I feel like we just attack and leave this up. Otherwise we glimmer. Good card. So they know about that. They might get something. Yeah, they'll get something. Oh, that's pretty busted actually. Probably just Glimmer Burst. Nice. Instant creature, that's it. Could go here, draw. Use these two, which is card advantage as well. I could bounce the 2-2. Bounce the 5-5, that's bad. I don't hate these two actually. Just swing out. Better tempo. And card advantage as well, because I don't think they can afford not to block. Do both next turn. Doesn't matter. We get it here either way. The surveil didn't matter that much. Although, no, just let it go. That might be better to keep. So you can do that plus these two, or that plus these two. So I guess in a sense, if we don't get a land, it's better to play it now. I think that's close. I'll pass. Could be one of, yeah, these survival creatures, which is awkward. But I still need to spend mana to untap it. That's fine. One mana fight spell. They deal damage equal to their power to target creature. We probably should do that. Because we got a card. No. I should have also done that pre-com, but... What? I do think the sets drop too fast. I agree with that. And a lot of them, of the new sets, are not done that well. Or they haven't thought a lot of decisions through. Like, I actually think Spider-Man is a good draft format, but it's marketed like in such a bad way. Plus, Spider-Man doesn't really fit the Magic universe. Yikes. They're getting back. Oppo's getting back. I guess we're just sending all in. Puff. Catch that. I think the 4-player draft is really good though. Like it's a more skill intense format, I think, than 8-player draft. People just don't like the change. Maybe the set is not the best for it. Yeah, I mean, look at the win ratio. Look, I'll prove it. I'll prove it. Like, look at the win ratio of top players. It's higher than normal, so that just means there's bigger edges to be gained. So, yeah, look at that. Like, I mean, look at, I don't know, Florida 166. Play Nami has 67 somewhere. Ham has 67. Like, in a normal format, the win ratio caps at 65. Akil has 72. In what other format you get over 70% on 100 wins? No, I'm just saying, like, that's not achievable in a normal format. So, in an 8-player format, that just suggests that 8 players is more random than 4 players. Which makes sense to me, because in 4 players, you impact the pod more. And you get a huge edge, deck building and reading signals better. Some of these people are cheating by dropping drafts, okay? That you can do in a normal draft as well. And it's not cheating, it's a decision. I mean, you lose gems, right? Yeah, but why would that apply to this draft and not to any other format? I don't get it. Yeah, Akil is from Serbia, come on. I'm from Balkan as well, that's why I know. You don't just like give away money for free in Balkan. We're too poor. Treasure doesn't even do that much. But across the board, it's not just one person doing well. Like everybody at the top top has a little bit higher win ratio. Which, yeah, could mean different things, but it does suggest that there is some edges to be gained. Maybe it's gameplay, maybe it's 4-person draft. It's a change, right? And people are not used to a change, and that's why like there's a lot of backlash. And I think that was just a bad marketing decision from Wizards, trying to get too many new things in a in a set, which is obviously always gonna backfire. Yikes. Well, we can do this first. Probably fine. I don't think the set is deep or anything. I think it's a combination of both. 4 players actually being more interesting than we thought it would be, at least in my opinion. And then the gameplay of the set is not too terrible. It's a pretty shallow format though, not many archetypes, which probably doesn't make it interesting for a long run, but it's the 4 players draft has potential. Also, it's kind of easier in real life to get 4 people. What am I bouncing? A land? There is a counter, right? Oh my god, that's bad. I don't think I save it. It's just a 2-2 then. That's worth it. We have an instant in case there's a bounce. What are you? I'm not sure if I like that trade, but we can check what we get. Oh no, wait, this one doesn't surrender. What am I doing? I'm just bad at magic. Bad at reading cards. So this attacks, but then the question is, do I just send them in? Okay. Guess they made they made a good decision for us. I don't want to lose that. We have some expensive cards. Well, not that many expensive cards though. But there's a potential to double spell and all. Sure. Now we can check what we get. Funny is the biggest complaint for Spider-Man. I mean, a lot of the people have complained the colors are not balanced, but then they like Final Fantasy, which is one of the least balanced sets ever because the blue was just too freaking strong. Wait, what's that? Copies. Okay, so we got a bounce. And then, whenever an enchantment, you may return this card from a graveyard to your hand. If they don't block, we win. Everybody I talked to on the PT really liked Edge of Eternities. I also think it's one of the best formats of all time. Because it was so balanced. Competitive-wise, it didn't do like really... I get why Final Fantasy was popular. It's just like, it has flashy cards. And that's what appeals to people, but I think competitive players view drafting a little bit different than maybe like somebody that's less invested. So I think there should be something for everybody, honestly. And I did like Final Fantasy for content because it was popular. Edge of Eternity was way less popular. Okay, we're mythic. We are mythic. I do agree with that though, yeah, the modern limited is pretty good. Even if you don't like every set, you're gonna find a set in like, let's say, a span of 3 to 4 sets that's gonna appeal to you. I think they do a great job of diversifying. One set is maybe more casual, another one is more competitive, appeals to more competitive players and stuff like that. Like to me, by far the best recent set or recent, like last 5 years is Brothers War. And then it's probably Bloombar or Edge of Eternities, but I don't know in which order. Okay, I guess in Duskmourn you just need to force aggro decks. It's so much easier. Yeah, I like Neo now, I think. I was hating on it for... Maybe because I just did like I was forcing... Like, I mean, forcing too much. It did work for me. I had a decently high win ratio for that set. But I was just forcing red decks. Which was, I think, at that point time correct. But now... Now when it came back, you could draft everything. So it was more the verse. Oh wow, the fear of missing out and Norin are a sick combo. How far are we to Delirium? Well, actually, with that we might be close hitting it. I think the set was so random because it had so many 2-drops that it's better to be aggro to not let people cook with their value cards. In that sense, you you impacted the game in a different way being aggro. So I preferred aggro in Duskmourn. I think there was more control to be had. Like maybe we go this just because we want to bounce it then. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Wait, we need a land still, right, in the yard. Yep. Creatures end up there more naturally. I think whenever a set has a lot of steamrolly cheap cards, it's better to go aggro. You can overcome value. That's the idea. In Duskmourn, there were a lot of these like 2-drops that had value, like Analyst, the 2/3 Simic card. Wait, you have to block? That's such a scam. I mean, we do get here, right? But we lose the combo. Must be blocked if able. This card was great. Wait, are we there? Sorcery, creature, enchantment. Okay. Pretty good. But I can attack twice. And now... this guy... Maybe I'll go higher on Duskmourn if I play more aggro. This is over, right? Cannot produce mana. I think a huge takeaway is that people are not taking turn inside out because a lot weren't there where the set was around. And this card is completely stupid. No! Every time you see Norin, that's a really... I mean, like, people play Norin because they know when to play Norin, and Norin decks are completely crazy, in my opinion. So I'm not happy seeing Norin. Well, we drew a really good one, though. So I guess in sense what we want to block, we want this first, but... Don't want the analyst to die. I'd rather have this die, but like, it doesn't have a good block. I mean, here, but... I think we just should still play into what's good on board. Then I don't wanna lose a creature when Surveyor has everything covered. So I don't wanna engage into blocking here, but taking 5 is also pretty sketch. I mean, here you probably probably block, but they just have turn inside out. I think that's fine. Lose all the value though. I guess they can just recast it, yeah. Push damage through, but it's completely fine. Okay, we're Gucci. We are Gucci. And I'll play that. And next turn we go for value plays. I mean, not every Norin deck hits the same. What value can you get in green? In white you can get the twins. Blue has Surveyor. Green doesn't have that many ETBs. I guess the land, the one that searches for a land, but... Choose a creature to take 4 or 5 damage. The other one cannot block. This takes 5. Light trap. I guess that's a little bit of a combo, but that's fine. Norin is still annoying. I'm just really high on Norin. Like, it goes usually late, but the card is great. Wanna bounce something. I can double spell next turn. Maybe it was better to leave it in the yard for fear of missing out. It's the only card though. So. Could bounce that. Make more, manifest more and just bury them in value. But depends what they play. Because we might need to manage the tempo. No. That's a good card. Wait, that's a bad attack. I mean, they can exile it, but they won't be able to cast it. Well, I guess. Gives them a 1. Ah, it wasn't that bad. Man, this 4-4 gets complicated now with Norin. Bounce the token. Because I can still bounce this here. But I could go for max value. Could bounce that just so they have to replay it. They see it, but that is fine. This is relatively safe. If they don't have a land, they don't have attacks. Have a sorcery. Oh wait, what have I done? Oh my god, I choose. Oh, I choose the one. I misclicked. What? I thought we were getting the one that I'm choosing. Oh my god, that was a misstep. Even though earlier, right? Oh my god. That's so bad. That's so freaking bad. I'm gonna just deal with it, I think. Because we get good attacks. But that wasn't my intention, so bad. Bro. I just lost focus. Because now it really, yeah, I mean, there's no way we lose with +2 cards. But now anything big can be a problem. Yeah. Feel tilted now. I can get rid of that, but I need to use this and then we don't get value. Well, I could block here, use that. I could also just not use that. Just block here. Let this go through. It's just such an impactful card. And now in this case, we don't get it. Oh, they cannot fight anything as well. Well, they can fight that with Norin, but then we flip it. So that plays out really well. Do it now. Now it's looking pretty good. Maybe this deck will restore my faith into Duskmourn because it is pretty fun to play, but it is a tempo deck and I just like tempo decks. I think I played better than most of my opponents at the PT. Oh, I want this first now. Artifact creature. We can actually get there. It's funny, but I need to discard a card now. And I want lands maybe still. We might actually get there. I think I'm gonna just run it out. It's too insane. I know we lose a land. Because this is 3 already. And we have that. I think I'll just give them a land. I want Delirium. Yeah, I'll just play creatures out. So swing vote. Just adds more power to the board. Not even that good. Oh no, wait, what? Oh, this is a sorcery. What am I talking? Ugh, I'm bad. I'll put it here because it's harder to kill. I'm just washed today. Turn off the screens. What do you mean? Oh, this. How do you turn them off? Okay. I think we play around Pyroclasm. But then it's better to put it here because I can re-equip and give unblockable. Yeah, I need a coffee. Look at this. Interesting mana base. People are so fixated on value that they forgot about fear of missing out. They just didn't want us to get a card. I mean, either outcome was great for us. I think Wizards are gonna lose a lot of limited fans in general. These die-hard limited fans, like I am kinda, now that I'm doing content. Competitive Magic, paper competitive Magic is... It's not value, it's just like if you like it, you're gonna do it, but you're gonna lose money. That's just the reality. Okay, I guess it's a little bit better if you're from the US because the traveling is less expensive to the PT, but from Europe, you need to top 8, otherwise you lose money. Because the flights are so expensive. So I guess I should be speaking from a European perspective. It's probably okay for... if you're good, it's okay for if you live in the US, but if you're like on average, your win ratio is average, you're still gonna lose money in the US. Still probably better than any other card game though. But card games in general have terrible EV. That's the plan, Genesis. That's the plan, to ride the train until Amsterdam, and then I'll see what... I'm gonna go competitive mode until Amsterdam. I'm gonna test for every PT if I'm already qualified. I'm from Slovenia, Europe. I don't feel comfy losing that, especially with Fear being such a good combo, but they have removal. I don't actually hate bouncing this turn. Because if they use removal, I'm happy. If they don't have anything, we just gain some tempo. No, the flying is cheaper than train in Europe. You just take Ryanair. But Flix Boost can sometimes work as well. So it's like, it's not expensive to travel across Europe. And you can go by car a lot of the times. If you have, like, especially if you have somebody to go with you, it's maybe the cheapest option either way. I don't like driving though, I hate driving. But if somebody else drives, I'll go. I don't even know what's the play. Because I can just... Let's see what we draw. This thingy annoys me. The freaking fear of lost teeth. It just annoys me. Yeah, it kind of did a lot for this game. They didn't have much, so I guess we're still winning, but I could have just also gone for Lito, but I have one card. Probably should have gone for Lito. Well, with two cards, probably not. That doesn't work, Oppo. Okay, 7-0. Maybe Duskmourn is great after all. You know what? This deck was fun. Best format of all time. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is huge. Like that people pass turn inside out. It's annoying when everybody's high on this card, as they should be, but if you get decent multiples, you're gonna win. That's just the reality.